Okay, up next we're taking apart steering. We got the main, I think this is the drag link, is what they call it. It goes all the way across here. It goes, you have one, this is the pitman arm. If you're ever doing these, you need, I got one of these guys. So we're gonna take that guy out, put a new one in. I got a new stabilizer, which is like this shock looking thing here. Gonna take that guy out. I got a new, I think this is considered the right tie rod, even though it's like super long, but that from there to there. So we're gonna take this guy off of there, take the strut off, take off there, and take off there. So basically the three main points are knuckle, pitman arm, and once those are off and this guy's off, we can drop it right out. And then what we'll try to do is we'll try to match up the new parts with the same geometry roughly, and then we'll go get an alignment afterwards, obviously. But and when that's out too, we might get into just draining and filling the differential, because it's gonna be easy to get to without this in the way. Okay, so we learned a very valuable lesson about these. I don't think they're meant to come out. I'm fairly certain these are pressed in on each side. So just leave them alone. If they don't spin or whatever, or don't come out, that's fine. So what I'm going to probably do is find some larger bolts and kind of wedge them in there, and then use a big washer and go from there. But yeah, they've got this like ridged edge in there, and I think that's what that's for. So that's why they're so hard to get out. If you do ever want to get them out, the trick was to take the grind them, take the air hammer them, and do a bunch of that until you got a lot of it removed. And then once you get to that part, just blast a super hot weld bead on the other side, and then hammer it one more time, and it'll pop out. I don't have one of those fancy torches either, like a lot of people have that can just pop them out. So that's where we're at. Alright, so we got our new stabilizer bar links installed. Good old Parts Geek let me down with not sending me the washers I needed, so I had to go find some. But now that we're here, we're good to go with those. And up next, I'm going to put together the steering in the garage. So we've got all of our goodies here. New tie rod end for this end. We're keeping this guy. Then we have a new tie rod end for down here. That's built into this guy, which I think is the right tie rod, passenger side. We've got our new steering stabilizer to replace this guy. And then we've got a new tie rod for this guy. So pretty much all the joints in here should be good to go and replaced by the time we're done here. And we will go from there. Okay, so we are putting our brakes back on. We got all the front suspension on. The battery died while that was happening, but I'll give you a quick overview here. So everything's back where it was. It's got some room for adjustment. It needs to be adjusted, which is where it's going to probably go next, is an alignment shop. Just make sure the tires are pointing in the right direction, but otherwise good to go. Okay, so as you can see, we got our brakes back on. We're gonna go ahead and put wheels on. I did get some new wheels and tires, so we're gonna stick those on and see how they fit. If they don't fit, we'll have to figure some other stuff out. But for now, we're gonna cross our fingers and hope for the best.